Hello everyone and welcome back to Revival Tournaments commentary. First time in Jimvitational, it's your boy Gold Mason. I am joined by first time commentator WraxiusGaming.
Hello, I'm Raxius. First of all, on the left side, we have HumYum. She's a strong competitor. She got third place in Revival, and she's showing that she's very much worthy of getting into mains.
Absolutely, and on the other side we have Compound Word, better known as Redless. Redless is a pretty serious competitor. He's been playing for about a year and a half now, maybe 2 years almost, something like that. But he does pretty well in pretty much every tour I've seen him in. He did well in ADV PL last year, he did well in Revival, he did well in a lot of stuff. So, we are going to jump right into the games. Jirachi lead.
And Aurora turn 1 is interesting.
Maybe trying to cover like a substitute turn 1, but I don't think it's going to click that if it's lead Jirachi. Skarmory.
That mag just barely missed.
Yeah.
Second spike, that normally second spike is invaluable, but it might just do a lot.
Hopefully, for Redless, that Yum does not have a Claydol, which is definitely a possibility on a team like this.
Yeah, Claydol, I don't think he runs Starmie, but there's already 2 grounded revealed. These are both Spike Week. And there's a Yama on the field.
I think that Yama is thick fat? I feel like Fire Blast was supposed to do more, but maybe not. Maybe it's like a Bold Bliss.
I always see Yama do more than take less damage than expected, so it might just be Guts anyway. Revealed as well. That probably means no Claydol.
Wait, what? What hidden power is that?
Is this HP Rock?
There's no way, right?
I don't think of any other hidden power that a perk could run.
That's super effective against Zapdos. Yeah, wow. It's like... It has to be Rock. Is it like a curse? Hidden power
maybe
Rock?
Curse. Yeah, maybe Rock, EQ, Curse, Rest, maybe? I don't think you can put a special move on that.
Yeah, almost certainly not. You're running Rock instead of Ice Beam. Stronger into Zap, weaker into Salamence.
And Heracross revealed as well.
Faster than Jirachi.
Redless got a lot of time there.
Does Redless have a way to stop this Heracross? I guess Hariyama.
Yeah, Hariyama only takes 50 and just barely. Well, no, this is leftovers.
We'll live the second one and kill the Heracross. That's a huge threat down.
Huge threat. Traded Yama, but that's probably fine.
Claydol last. Redless is down to 5 seconds.
Very low. HumYum still has 90 seconds left.
That Jirachi is not leftovers, I just realized. Oh wait, it was knocked off. Yeah, duh.
That was a really weak Psychic, I think. Only dealing 28%.
That or it's a Spadef Zap.
Yeah, most likely. This is most likely Rest Zap then. Roar, Toxic, Rest, T-Bolt, yeah.
Yeah, there it is. This is looking pretty good for Redless.
Yeah, this Swampert basically has to be Rest or else it just... I think if this Pert is Rest, then it does have a decent chance at winning. But it has to maybe dodge a few crits, a boom from Claydol and the like.
I think Yum was trying to get Salamence in on Claydol there.
Yeah, it looks like...
The one downside of that Pert set is that doesn't really have a good way to hit Claydol if it doesn't have a water move or an ice move.
Special defense drop is at the bare minimum keeping Zapdos from clicking rest here, I think.
Yeah, and it doesn't want to stay in on the pert anyways. There's the
there's the
curse.
curse.
Yeah.
And that's the rest.
HumYum has always been a big fan of first rest pert, so it does not surprise me.
Yeah, I do believe she brought it quite a lot in a revival as well.
I think Redless was supposed to get Hariyama in and knock off at some point on the pert. With Jirachi gone, it's not a reliable switch into Yama, or it can't be the knockoff absorber for Yama.
Yep, something else has to get knocked off here, and I don't think HumYum can afford any of these to get knocked off at this point. Maybe the Ments can get knocked off, but most certainly not the Bliss or Pert. +2 defense. This probably takes a boom, but it's at like 20%. G switches and Ments on the EQ. Deals 41 with, I assume that is HP Fly.
I don't know about the Shadow Ball.
Massive crit. That Blissey was going to soft build forever or throw an Ice Beam or something.
Yeah.
Got both competitors under 15 seconds.
Jeez. Oh my gosh. What a dodge.
Oh.
That's huge.
That might have won Redless the game, I think. Now that T-Bolt as well. Yeah, this Ments just can't and if Yama ever gets in on the Pert, I think it just knocks off and wins.
Holding Ments for Hariyama.
Either Hariyama or as a boom sack, I think. Redless has 20 seconds left. HumYum looks like she's gotten back some time. Good switches from HumYum, but it feels like it's delaying the inevitable.
Oh.
Oh, he ran out of time.
Oh. I did not expect that. What the heck?
Oh, that's wildly unfortunate. I think he had a good shot at winning this game. He just needed a little more good positioning, and he had it.
I mean, he kind of had it already. Go straight to Hariyama on the Blissey now and click knockoff, and either Ments dies or Blissey or Swampert lose their leftovers and hold on to the Claydol until the Ments eventually dies. I don't know.
I think Yama has to get it on Pert because Blissey is faster.
But what is Blissey going to do to Yama?
It kind of just clicks Ice Beam or Stas. It's at 5%.
Oh, you're right. It's at 11. Holy moly.
Yeah, it just dies. So it has to get it on a resting Pert. Then it threatens knockoff, and no matter what it hits, it's kind of in a winning position.
Right. I forgot about the Heracross sequence. That's crazy, though. I did not think that he was going to time out. Wow. Well, okay.
Yeah, it's wildly unfortunate. That was absolutely a game. I think he won this.
Definitely had a decent shot. But game 2? Maybe he'll bring it back?
Another Jirachi lead, another Zamp lead.
This time it clicks Toxic.
Just revealing her HumYum's team. It's Jirachi, Moltres, Gengar. That first makes me want to think of either Special Offense or Superman, but Moltres is kind of a Spikes mon, so I think it's Superman.
I was thinking Jirachi Superman, yeah. Tar in the back, the JG2 build.
Maybe it's not. She doesn't look so willing to trade Spikes so easily like a Superman normally would there. She instead goes for the Wisp on Skarm. Maybe she should spikes now after the. Do you want it to cripple Skarm first, maybe?
Mm-hmm. Superman does typically have problems with Skarm, but the fact that Redless was so willing to let Skarm get burned, yeah. I kind of expected a Roman
Yeah.
Bliss, especially with another
Yeah.
rest sap. This is going to be a tough matchup for HumYum. I mean, Blissey is the only
Yeah.
Zapdos answer.
Yeah, even if this is rest sap, like nothing on Superman usually is able to take it besides maybe Flygon, which gets crippled by Toxic.
Redless roars here. Aw.
Yeah, if Redless got that roar, I think just Zapdos rolls over the game over the course of a while.
Roar here. He's not willing to
Was
make those reads.
Yeah, and HumYum's just doing the predictable play, getting soft builds off, just keeping the game in a static position.
Oh. He said in the chat that his internet went out
Oh,
last
if
game.
the internet went out, oh, that's really unlucky then. Skarm's chip healing a bit, accidentally roared in the mole. HumYum's clicking roar to prevent a Bliss entry point or a Zap entry point as well. But just roars the Zap in instead.
Crit? Probably doesn't matter, but
It only matters if soft boil at PP goes down to 0, I think.
I was gonna say at some point HumYum either needs to reveal a Flygon or have a different, or I don't know, like
Just have a last that answers Zapdos.
Yeah, reveal a Flygon or like Redless is going to click roar at one of these times as Blissey comes in. But here's a roar. Yep.
That Blissey's gonna have difficulty switching in next time and getting off the soft boil. Oh, good reads by Redless. Catching the stay-in.
Is this the El Clasico Gengar? Like,
It does look like a bulkier Gar. I don't know if it's grass. On Superman, I don't think you need grass. I think you'd rather Ice Punch to hit like other Flygon, Mans. I think the ice coverage is usually more important on Superman.
is it not? Oh, it might be. It might still be taunt. Just going for the wisp first.
Yeah, usually the line there is Wisp and then Taunt to prevent the soft boiled when it's at like 50%, and then it's chipped down enough that even if it switches out, it's not switching in very well. Jirachi very low as well. Oh, here's a Claydol. Yep, just a spin off, and now all of HumYum's pressure is gone.
I don't know about the Skarm switch.
Most likely trying to catch a Skarm coming in and roar it back out. Ooh, good wish on Gar.
Well, roared into it, but yeah.
Well, when she just lost all her momentum, she kind of needed a little luck.
Yeah.
This could be a fast Skarm, or it could have won the speed tie there.
I really don't like going Skarm because again, it invites in the Skarm that was at like 30%. Now it's chip healing. Like I know that you need a switch from Claydol, but
Yeah, I don't know if it needed to stay in as long as it did, but and this Rocky's constantly getting off wishes. It's tough to get it in, but every time it does, it's just impossible to get back out.
oh, I didn't mean to click that.
Okay, the Zapdos going to be forced to rest eventually. Blissey's constantly switching in on the spike. It's not mattering much, but it might take out a soft boat or two.
Bliss is definitely gonna. Oh, I thought it would click Aroma here.
Looks like Redless is trying to use Stoss to snipe the Skarmory and keep it from coming in. It's at like 21%, I think.
27, yep.
Yeah, that's within Stoss range. Doubling out to Gar and then back to Rachi. Maybe trying to catch us. I don't know what she's trying to catch with doing that.
We are definitely in for a long one, my lord.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a game all about PP management. And many mons or both sides are unkillable, but each mon only has 16 wish or soft bullet PP. No mons with recover.
20 seismic tosses left. Jeez.
There's probably a little less PP as well because of pressure from Zapdos.
True.
Jirachi taking burn shit. Redless needs to get in a aromatherapy soon, but with the Will-O-Wisp off, it's quite possible HumYum clicks taunting.
There it is. Revealed.
Yep. Taunt revealed, and Redless sees that with a good switch to Skarn to take it up. Doesn't need its attacking moves anyway. It's going to click Drill Peck no matter what. Oh, and this is both a soft bullet point and an aromatherapy point. I think I don't know if the protect was hit, but also if you don't protect, you're at like 1 health, and you just never get to switch it ever again. Now, Skarm at least has enough health to come in on a Bliss Toss if HumYum ever makes a mispredict. Just clicking spin. Doesn't look like it cares about Gar at all. HumYum predicting that Redless will eventually click EQ, but just doesn't.
The double from Redless.
Yep, keeping that Skarmory out, never letting it set up spikes again. Gar is constantly taking damage.
Burn would be really powerful for Redless.
Yeah.
Not getting it though.
Just not getting it. But no, I don't think this is aromatherapy bliss on HumYum's end, so I do think a burn would just completely destroy this card. I think you probably want not wish. Maybe it's CN.
I'm surprised that Blissey wasn't coming in.
That is a good point. If it's not aromatherapy bliss, why would Garp be willing to stay in? I think it has to be actually with how she's playing it. More wishes, so okay, go straight to Gar, roar, back into Rachi to heal it back up. Not a bad result. Arya, is this the same 6 as last game?
Looks like it.
Oh, that's quite humorous. Guts Hariyama though, this is really scary.
He really just wanted to get the run back, I suppose.
I do think Flygon was the right switch into knock there. There's nothing here that Flygon's specifically countering, and it's not an offensive Flygon, so it's not exactly beating like the Zapdos or anything.
It does mean that its secondary usage as a
knockoff
check.
Eater. It's a pseudo Zapdos check, yeah. It's rest zap, so the only way to hit is with Toxic. And assuming this is aromatherapy bliss, which I think it is, that's manageable. HumYum gets the Moltres. Doesn't do much.
Remember, kids, this is why we bring Tyranitar to games of ADV OU, because the commentators don't have to sit there looking at their watch wondering when the fuck this game was gonna end.
This is very, very true. We've only hit turn 100 and all 12 mods are alive.
I don't love that protect. I understand that it was to protect out of seismic toss range, but jeez.
Yeah, I do think every little bit of health matters in this matchup, though, because if Jirachi ever gets to a point where like it dies to Blissey's Stas when it tries to enter it on, say, 2 spikes later, then it's just not gonna do very well. And like, let's say it clicks Wish here, and then it gets roared out before it can take its own, before it can click Protect on the next turn. Then it takes spikes again later. It's just out of the game, and I think that would give HumYum space. So yeah, and then Ice Beam's only dealing 30%. Jirachi's a free switch in.
Not really much hacks at all. Neither
No, not
team
at all.
really has ways to do hacks. So it's just gonna be a slugfest until.
Yeah, no freezes, no no crits. Just an honest game of ADV with 3 spikes on one side and a Claydol on the other.
That was a good turn to get the Rachi in.
Yep, Redless is playing this very well. Absolutely impossible for HumYum to break through it. She's gonna have to get a lot of turns right later. This Rachi's also, I think there is hacks in that HumYum just won't get burned. Like, surely,
crazy.
like, how many times has Rachi clicked it?
I think she really needs to get Starm in at some point sooner.
Yep, I think. Yeah, she's just Redless has infinite space to switch around constantly because there's only one spike. That's manageable. Claydol teams are usually able to manage just one spike.
HumYum definitely has a win con called Aromatherapy PP on Bliss. There's only 3 left now. Really need to force Skarm in, get spikes up, click Toxic on Claydol.
Yep, if it can, I think if Yum can just repeat the sequence that she's done for the last 125 turns, maybe like 2 or 3 more times, then I think she might have a good chance with Gengar. Redless team is very weak to Will-O-Wisp spam. And HumYum's Gengar has infinite space to do that. It's just a question of, will she miss all of them? How greedy are you with aromatherapies? You're starting to get low.
And Moltres as well.
Moltres is also a big threat. Like, if it can break through the Bliss through either Roars or maybe it's running Overheat. I don't think it's revealed a 4th move, has it?
Worth noting that Redless has a 6-0 Zapdos matchup right now, and he just hasn't been going it at all.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, all these Pokemon give Zap plenty of space, and he just hasn't gone there either. I guess he's been valuing the wishes on the Rachi, trying to keep spikes up, Blissey soft boil, spamming aromatherapy, getting out Stases.
There we go. Jeez. Like, this Zapdos forces progress on every Pokemon. I definitely think Redless should be utilizing it a bit more.
I think it's because he knows it's his most valuable Pokemon, so he doesn't want to get like Ice Beam frozen. But first burn of the match. HumYum's gonna need second burn. Yeah.
It has to be aromatherapy Blissey from HumYum. It just has to be.
If it isn't, she loses like now, because if her Rachi goes down, then she's playing this game without her. I think Rachi's like the most pivotal part of this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you get to the point where Gengar and Moltres take the game.
I don't think you roar there as Redless. I think you're supposed to Toxic and just spam T-Bolt.
Dealing 51 to Gengar.
Oh,
Destiny
no!
Bond. Oh, that's absolutely incredible.
That's
incredible.
This went from very 1 for Redless in my opinion, to a lot more dubious now.
Yeah, Redless has to play really well from here, and HumYum's showing that she's playing very well as well. Another Shadow Ball, but yep, Skarm just has infinite space to spike on Claydol, the Toxic's dealing a lot. Blissey has to come in quick aromatherapy again, but then she only has 2 left. I don't know if I like these protects. I feel like you want to save those for like, I don't know what she's, maybe Yama breaks? Blissey's tosses?
I think she's trying to maintain spike PP while also not showing last move, because last move matters.
Maybe. Like, yeah, because we don't know if that's toxic or drill peck, and if it's drill peck, that matters a lot in the PB war later. Because Redless has been wasting a lot of it this last while. I don't think that's the best way you have to deal with Bliss. I don't think. Obviously, Redless can switch to Skarmory, but I don't think it's ever doing that on Molt. And I don't think flamethrowing a Claydol helps that much against Claydol. Let's see, get Swish off. Yeah, and then Yum's also burning flamethrower PP.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Great.
That I think that crit matters a lot because now it's, I think without that crit, Skarm could have protected outside of a Stoth range. And it's giving a strong mid ground, so she can't switch to, say, Flygon.
There's Blissey. 9 seismic tosses left, 9 ice beams. Oh, it's Calm Mine. It's Calm Mine. Oh, baby.
I think
Kinda walled by Jirachi and Claydol anyways, but
it's only walled by Jirachi and Hariyama, because Toxic obviously forces her out later, but Claydol, I guess Claydol has Boom specifically, but just DQs one breakthrough Blissey.
EQ into Boom Threat with Gargon. Pretty nice. Especially if Skarm ever goes.
Yeah, I think he still has roots to beat out the Blissey, but it's very strong. If I'm in possessions that right, I see a world where she wins.
This Jirachi is gonna go down.
Jirachi. Yeah, no, aromatherapy means Jirachi just gets burned once and dies. As maybe not, with the protected has one more turn in it now, but just has to hope it gets a Fire Punch burn here. It's dead either way.
I'm surprised she didn't wish. There it is. Redless has now allowed the Jirachi to live. Okay, never mind. Wait, yes. I don't know what is going on here. Redless went from the Jirachi is guaranteed dead to it's back alive now.
Yeah, but yeah, I wonder what a sequence.
Oh. Okay.
HumYum just forfeit?
This
She
set.
says in the chat that she has to quit and that she's happy that she made it much closer than it could have been. Maybe it wasn't time trouble. I think it was just that the matchup was going to go on for so long and she didn't have the time for it anymore. She wasn't expecting a stall versus stall.
She still has game 3, so like
She has game 3 as well. Yeah, she could absolutely just win it in game 3, be a more offensive team, try to make maybe a 30-40 turn game instead of the most likely 300 this one would have been.
I'm just surprised that he managed to get back in the game with the Rachi back alive. I guess the Rachi won't be alive for too long. You can kind of
Yeah, it only has
out,
2 wishes less. I think that Raji had enough life in it to at least get down to 2 more burns and maybe burn an aromatherapy.
Yeah. Spam toxic and then fire punch. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm awake again. We're on to game 3. Oh my god, the
The
third
exact
time.
same.
The third time that this lead matchup has happened. Oh, okay.
All the same. Oh, now
Okay.
we have variants in our sequences.
Please tell me that Redless did not bring the same team again. Okay. HumYum didn't.
HumYum's. I think that's Super Rachi Modest.
Water Pulse! What the heck was that?
Even? Okay, Magneton, a HumYum signature. She loves them all.
Okay. Down Rachi goes. Wait, what?
I will say, Water Pulse isn't like an uncommon option. It's not usually run, but there are things it can do. It hits it's like Moltres without and Tar without being HP Grass, so it's not resisted by one. Yeah, I think that's Super Ratching. This is a Heracross. We saw in game 1. I do think this is the exact same team 3 games in a row, and we saw that it was very weak to Heracross before as well, and his Heracross answer is at 5%.
Oh my god.
Ooh, you needed to quick Fire Punch there. Yeah, I think HumYum just subs down to at the bare minimum Swarm range.
You
Or
don't even need to. You just kill everything. Everything is dead.
yep,
What?
here's the Blissey. Maybe it's bold and can like get an Ice Beam freeze.
No.
And
What was
Thunder's
that?
just like
Okay. I will take, after game 2, I will take an 18 turn game. Holy moly.
78. I love this. We have 2 completely unfinished games because both of them would take too long. And then game 3 is just turn 18. I'm
Wow.
pretty sure she actually won on turn 12.
Uh, where's the Sword Dance turn? Or the substitute turn is turn 14. Yeah. So turn 14, it was kind of over.
Oh, that's hysterical.
That was not what I was expecting. But, cool. Well, GG's to both. I believe
Yeah,
now
this absolutely did fantastic here. Yum's gonna do fantastic. I'm don't tell anyone, but I'm actually rooting for HumYum in this Sapphire bracket.
I could not tell. HumYum goes on to play in finals. The video, which should be out shortly, or might already be out by the time this is posted.
I think it was actually posted like 10 minutes before we started recording.
That was Void versus someone else, but yeah.
Yeah, Void versus Calavi, it's already been uploaded.
Well, yeah, but Void versus Calavite winner plays River, not HumYum.
Oh yeah, right. I forget the brackets. Silly
Um,
little girl.
but yeah, thank you for joining me for your first commentary, Raxius.
Of course, it was an absolute delight.
Yeah, incredibly fun. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and big shout out to all of our donors. We could not put on these kind of tournaments without you. Greatly appreciate it. And yeah, thank you for tuning in for more Revival commentary. This has been Gold Mason and Raxius, and we will see you next time on more ADV Revival commentary for the Jimvitational.